Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Finishing Blow. Holy cow, is there a lot of stuff to talk about. And I did a couple bonus posts, which in retrospect is probably not the best idea, but ton of stuff I gotta cover. Hopefully you guys like trailers, because there's a few of them. So I'm just gonna start. I'm just diving in, and hopefully you guys have had an awesome week, because it's been very, very busy, so you might have missed out on a couple things. So here's the recap. First off, on Sunday, I did a little article, nothing huge, but it was about Donnie Yen. Apparently had suffered a quote-unquote heat stroke when he was on the film of Iceman Cometh. Now, it's not really that big of a deal. Obviously, he's recovered from it, and it's nothing, like, dangerous, but the man has been working himself to the bone. And it's insane how much dedication he has, because not only is he starring in the film, but he's the choreographer, so he has to tell everybody else how to do their fight scenes and things like that to make it look good. So he's out there in the heat for probably a good 10-12 hours a day. It doesn't surprise me that his body kind of just said, I need to take a break. And, of course, he goes to the hospital and comes back the next day, ready to go because it's Donnie Yen and you cannot stop him. So, anyways, hopefully he's doing better, but I don't see why he wouldn't be. And if you want to judge that, you should check out the trailer for Special Identity, which is what I posted on Monday. Wow. I don't know what else to say. It looks amazing. The fights look really solid. I cannot wait to see this film. It's so much Flashpoint. It's, you know, that Flashpoint SPL or Killzone, depending on how you saw it. It's that same vein, and it's a trilogy, but not quite. But it's like they took everything they learned from those previous two films and just ramped it up. The action looks amazing. The stunts look really cool, like the whole hanging onto a door handle as the car's like driving down the road. It looks insane. So I can't wait to see this movie. I think it's going to be very, very good. In a weird silver lining point of view, I think that the negative press made them just pull out all the stops so that this movie did not have a negative aura around it. I think that's part of the reason why they have like a 10-minute long fight scene and all these ridiculous fights, and they bring back Andy On and Colin Cho, these guys, so that they could have a really good fight. So I'm fine with that. I think the movie's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see it. Check out the full trailer. It looks fantastic. So alright, so on Tuesday, did a fight of the week, again, for Action Playground, which was a superpower showdown. Very fun fight, very good effects. You should definitely check it out. I highly recommend it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week, because I'm not quite sure what's going to come up. But hey, who knows what I will find, so look forward to that. And then also on that same day, 47 Ronin came out with the trailer. So this was the Keanu Reeves... No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back one. I forgot. I did the post about Kenshin. So, not the trailer yet. Stop that one real quick. Alright. So, as you guys know, Rurouni Kenshin is going to be a trilogy. So, they started the crank-in shot, which is really more like it's the kicking off of the filming process. I don't know really what to call it. I was trying to find like the equivalent of what to call it. But it's like the first shot, may not even be for the film, but just getting everything together. It's their official like startup thing. So anyways, there's a crank-in photo of Kenshin, and it's nothing special, but there's also a blog post by the Star. And so I went ahead and translated it, and yes, I did. I actually used my Japanese to my benefit. Now, what's really cool about this is the fact that he actually mentions that there's going to be fights on horseback. Now, they said that they're going to challenge, take on the challenge of fighting on horseback. They didn't say whether, who's going to be doing it, if it's going to be, like, two people fighting on horseback simultaneously, if it's going to be, like, Kenshin taking on somebody who's on horseback, that kind of stuff I don't know. But it's still really awesome, and I'm really hyped for it. It looks like they're filming the second and third film back-to-back, which will be good, I think, especially for, like, the waiting time. You won't have to wait as long for the final film to come out, so that'll be awesome. But anyways, yes, I did that little blog translation thing, which took a lot longer than I thought it would. But anyways, be sure to check it out. It's a fun little post, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Okay, now I get to talk about the 47 Ronin trailer. Sorry about that. My brain is just scattered. There's a lot of stuff I have to talk about. So, anyways, 47 Ronin is a Keanu Reeves film that was kind of stuck in, I guess, production hell for a little bit. It's supposed to come out like last year, and finally released a trailer for it, as well as some official posters. The movie looks good. Does it look mind-blowingly amazing? No. But I still think it's very stylish. I think that the effects are really cool. I think that the movie could do good with the American audience. Now, I know that like the Japanese audience is not too thrilled about the reinterpretation of the 47 Ronin, which I talked about a little bit in my article, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because there's so many other like historical events that people have like reimagined or taken inspiration from. So it's not a huge deal to me. It's just kind of I don't know. It's this in between where like the story's not super original, and again, like some people are saying it's kind of like The Last Samurai, but that's not an original story either. It's just kind of what it gets associated to. So I'm not worried about that. I think if the story's good and that the action is good, people are going to enjoy it. So from what I saw from this trailer, it looks like it will be a decent picture. I'm just not like fist-pumpingly hyped about it like I am Special Identity. Of course, like Special Identity just kicked the week off so hard that I don't know if anybody can follow it up. But anyways, so that was that. And then also did a video, I think this was Wednesday or Thursday, my No Holds Barred video about the Expendables 2. I've wanted to talk about it for a really, really long time, and finally did it. Actually, this is going to be like pictureception, because there's going to be a picture of me there next to a picture of me. That's going to be really weird. But anyways, yes, I did a No Holds Barred video talking about a certain aspect of the film, of the Expendables 2, that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention, and I've got some pretty interesting feedback. So thank you guys for that, and if you haven't watched it yet, please check it out and see what you think. Alright, next up, the Weinstein Company is doing remakes for Shaw Brothers films. More importantly, or I guess right now, they're talking about Come Drink With Me and the Avenging Eagle. Now, there's been a lot of backlash to this. I don't think that the films really warrant a remake, because I think they're still very good in their own right. And it's just, what's the point? What's the point of remaking it? Because why not just focus your attention back on the actual film, But they've said that it's not going to be like a reimagining or reinterpretation, but like a literal remake, which I don't know how that's going to work, but apparently they're filming it in China. They've got the same guy who wrote The Forbidden Kingdom and the Crouching Tiger sequel to be doing the screenplays for these, which I know that he liked Come Drink With Me, because they wanted to change Golden Sparrow's name, I think, in Forbidden Kingdom, but they decided it was like going to be taken the wrong way. So, anyways, I know that he likes the films. I don't know how that's going to translate in a screenplay. I actually really want to know how like China's reaction is to this. Are they happy that like the Weinsteins are going to be doing it? Are they excited? I don't know. I wouldn't think so. But at the same time, it's the first time that they've really like made films. Most of the times they just buy the rights to them. So if Crouching Tiger does well, it may open the door for other remakes. If Crouching Tiger sucks, then it's probably just going to be shut down. Like, no, please don't make any films like this ever again. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it all hinges on that, to be honest with you. Especially since it's the same screenwriter, the same producer, things like that. So I feel like if Crouching Tiger does not do well, it's not going to be a huge thing. But anyways, we'll see. I know a lot of people are kind of against the remakes, which I totally understand. So remakes in general are just, I don't know how I feel about them. So, alright, and then lastly, surprise, got to do a trailer for Tom Yum Goong 2. Now, this was something that kind of happened overnight / early morning, so I went ahead and did an article about it, because there's no way I'm waiting until Monday or Sunday to write about this. So, the Tom Yum Goong 2 trailer, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I've watched it so many times, and I've tried to pinpoint everything that like I like and I don't like. I see other people getting so excited about it, so hyped, Tony's back, and I just can't get into it. And I don't know if it's just the effects-heavy trailer, or the fact that they don't show a lot of the fighting in it, but I just feel like they're trying too hard to be over the top, trying too hard to be Hollywood instead of Thailand, if that makes sense. With these CG effects. There's a part where Tony and this guy's fighting, and the train goes over, and they like duck under, and it just looks really weirdly placed. One of my favorite scenes or shots is where Tony's jumping over a guy, lands on his knees and slides under a table and a motorcycle as it's going. If they really did that, wow, that's insane. I don't know if they did any wire work. It's a quick snippet, so it's really hard to tell. But and another thing is just this sense of deja vu with the film. When I was watching the trailer, there's the part where the motorcycles are jumping around and he's standing on this platform, and they're crisscrossing around, and it was like the exact same thing as what they did in the original Tom Yum Goong with the extreme sports guys, the bicyclists, and things like that. So I don't know how I feel about this film yet. I don't think it was the huge, explosive comeback film I was waiting for. I wanted them to showcase Tony's abilities again with the jumping through the barbed wire hoop, or the really creative kicks and things like that, where it was like him really doing it, showing his athleticism. And I know that it's been a few years and he's older and he may not be able to do the exact same things, but I feel like that was really the reason why people liked Tony. Yeah, he's a stuntman, and yeah, he can do ridiculous stunts, but at the same time, it was the fighting, the real fight, as they called it, that I think really drew a lot of people in. And so I think it's going to be kind of polarizing in that sense, that some people are going to be like, oh, it's like another big action movie as opposed to like a Tony Jaa film. But the things that stick out to me about the Tony Jaa film, like in the original Tom Yum Goong, when they do that one shot, just no cuts, was amazing. Things like that where, yeah, he was tired, and yeah, they did it so many times, but it worked. It looks fantastic. And I hope that there's something like that where I just go, wow, these guys put a lot into it. Not just like, okay, they have a lot of explosions and guys are falling, and it's cool, but there's too many effects, like deja vu scenes. There's another part that I pointed out to somebody where the guy hits on the motorcycle, runs into the clothesline, and goes off the side of the building. To me, at least, it looks a lot like that shot from Morantau, where Iko grabs the pole and hits the dude. I know it's not the exact same, but the way it's framed reminds me of it. So I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but there's just little things like that make me wonder how good this film's going to be. I know a lot of people are excited for it. I'm hoping that this was like a stunts trailer, and then they do like a fighting trailer later on. That would be great, because I really want to see the fighting, the hard hitting of this film, and I think that will get me really excited. And I think that's why I like the Special Identity so much, is because they do the hard hits. It's like real impact, and it's just raw, and it's really fun to watch. So, and plus nobody actually gets hurt. It's all smoke and mirrors, or fists and camera angles, as you will. So, anyways, I think it's going to be decent, but if I had to rank my top trailers, I would say Special Identity, then Tom Yum Goong, and then 47 Ronin is the way I would rank them. I don't know about you guys, but feel free to sound off on it. Always like to hear about it. Okay, and then lastly, given this whole remake talk, I decided to watch The Avenging Eagle, and it was ironically one of the movies that I bought when I went on my little binge at Walmart when they had a bunch for like $5 each. So why not, right? So I watched it, did a review for it. Check it out, see what you think. I don't want to say too much about it because I've been rambling for a good while now since this video is so long because there's so many things to talk about. So check out my review, see if you agree or disagree, and as always, let me know what you guys think about these topics, these videos. I always appreciate it. So that's all I got. Feel free, click around, see what else is on there. There's a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to read, so been busy, but I'm totally not complaining about it. It's always been a good week. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I do appreciate it. Have a good week, and that's all I got. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. This came out. This week has been finished.